In this video, I will discuss about static keyword. So what is static here? The static keyword is used when the member variable of a class has to be shared between all the instances of the class. So suppose say if you want any variable that we want to share within a class, then we go for the static keyword. So all static variables and the methods belong to the class and do not have any instance of the class. So they don't belong to any instance of the class. They are common for the class here. So when can you access the static variables? So when a class is loaded by the virtual machine, all the static variables and methods are available for the use. So whenever class is loaded, all the static variables and methods are available for the use. Hence, we don't need to create any instance of the class for using the static variables or methods. Variables which don't have any static keyword in the definition are implicitly non-static. So if they don't have any static keyword, they are implicitly non-static. So this is an example here. The A is a static variable because it is having static keyword, and here I am going to display the value of the A here, and what I am going to do is I am going to access the initialize the static variable here. We only using the class name, so we are not using any object here. We are directly doing it by using the class name here. And here also the same thing, error, because this is not a static here, therefore the error will happen. And the third one is like it creates a new object here. Now we can initialize the B. B cannot be initialized first, but B can be initialized second here. Demo.b is equal to 200, so that we can do it. So now it is going to print the value of the B here. And what are the difference between static and non-static? Static is like common for all the objects. It can be accessed without creating an object, and non-static method is like it has to be created when the object is created. And one more thing is like at the time of loading the class, the static is members can be initialized. So how it works? Class is loaded and static variables are available, and constructors called and instance is created, and non-static variables are available. So this is how it works. Class is loaded, static variables are available, and constructors called and instances created. Non-static members are available only after creating an object. That is important. Non-static members can be accessed only creating an object here. So let me understand the further with the help of Eclipse. So I am in Eclipse workspace here, and what I am going to do is I will create a age as a static instead of age. I will say one more variable count. I will say int static int count. So now this is the static variable. Okay, this is a static variable, and this is non-static. Age is a non-static, but count is a static here because it is prefixed with a static keyword. Now what I am going to do is I am going to increment the value of the count here. So count has to be incremented. So I will just remove this constructor part. Every time I call some object, I want that count should be incremented. Public set count, I will say. So get count is going to display the count of the. So this is a static. We can see that it remains same for all the objects. So only class name I can make use of a class name to access this. So I say my class. This is the object of the class a person here. So person dot count. If I say count to 10. Okay, so now I can say get count. Okay, so this is system.out.println. Let me see that it is displaying the correct value or not. So 10 is going to be displayed at the first time. So now I'm going to increment now. How to increment this? I'm going to call, I will create an object here. I will say person P1 is equal to new person, person P2 is equal to new person. So I created both the things. So I'm going to call set count. So that is going to increment. Again, I'm going to call P2 dot set count. Now I'm going to say person dot get count. Okay, others I can say P1 dot get count. So what I did is I initialized this count to 10. Now I'm going to display the count value, that is 10 here. I created two different objects, P1 and P2. I am going to set the count here, P1 dot set count and P2 dot set count. That is going to increment the value of the P1. It becomes 11 here, and after that it becomes 12. Okay, here it is becoming 11, and here it is becoming 12. The same value is going to be maintained, and here the answer will be like 12. So let me run this. 10 and 12. So here it is going to display 10, and here it is going to display 12 here. For example, if I want to set the age, suppose say if I say P1 dot set age, and again I am saying P2 dot set age, say 90 or 50 years. This thing is there. So again I'm going to call these things. For both the instance I'm going to call get age and P2 dot get age. Let me see for non-static what happens. I'm going to set two different ages here. So here it is going to display 10, 56 and 50 and 12. So here these are the constructor that it is going to initialize. I am going to initialize by using the constructor here. So that is going to set the age of 56. It is not constructor, it is a normal method that I am going to call. So this is 56, the first one, and second one is like 50, get age. So in this way I am going to get the age of the person here. First it is going to go for 56. The default method is going to be called. Next is like the get age, P2 dot get age. So it is going to call the get age of the I am going to set it for 50. So we have two different values for the non-static variables. We have two different values for the non-static. For a static, we have same variables. So we have maintained the same count. So 11 is becoming 12. So like this, it works. So in the upcoming videos, we'll discuss some more concepts.